Hi, I'm Dave Trull with the Trull Gallery, a custom furniture shop in St. Petersburg, Florida. And today we're going to talk about how to turn a post or a spindle on a wood lathe. Pretty simple operation. What I've done here is I've taken a blank, cut it to an octagon. I've also marked the centers on both ends so that I know where to put the centers of my stock onto the centers of my lathe. What I'm going to do is start with lining up the centers on the headstock and then bring in the tailstock and line that center up as well. Tighten it up so it's driven right into the headstock. The next thing I want to do is set up my tool rest. And what you want to do is bring your tool rest so it's close to the stock you're working with and right about the center point of the turning. Now I like to get it close by eye and then rotate the stock. And you want to make sure you're close but not actually touching the stock. And here I've got about 1/8 of an inch between my rest and the stock. I'm going to start with my gouge. It's a good tool for roughing out your stock. And when I start the lathe, I'm going to make sure it's at its slowest speed because if you go too fast, you're going to get really rough cuts. By going slow initially, it'll help you clean up with nice clean cuts. Now I'm going to work in holding the tool to my hip, supporting the tool itself, the blade, in my left hand. And I'm going to come in high and slowly work my way down until I get a chip. And then it's just a matter of working back and forth with very little pressure initially. And you can hear that stuttering sound. That's because we're not round. As you can see, I'm working left to right and rotating the chisel as I work, not using the center portion of the chisel, but actually using the edge. Now that I've got it close to round, I can go ahead and step that up just a little. And I'm just going to work that same section because once I get out past here, where it's still basically a rough octagon, it'll be a bit more rough. So I'm going to keep working in this section right in here. Now you can hear as I'm cutting, it's a nice clean cut because we're basically round at this point. And if I stop the lathe, this is a good time to check that we don't have any flat spots, and we're ready to go with our final turning, dimensioning, whatever we're going to do from there. So that's how to turn a post or a spindle on a wood lathe. Pretty simple operation, and the more you do it, the more fun you'll have with it. I'm Dave Trull with the Trull Gallery, the fine art of furniture making.